Hey, Shalom Akim. First and foremost, I'm give infinite praise. Call halal Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakal Kodash. All praise to the Most High Yahweh and His Son Yahweh Shai. And double honors go to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, who through the Spirit continue to teach us His truth. All right. Ran across this article. And, the only question at this point is what took you all this long to reach this conclusion. All right. And it says America is tuning out the CV-19 at the peak of its destruction. All right. Of course, we know they're playing around with the numbers, and people are just sick of it. They see it for the charade that it is. All right. They're purposely trying to get the people so scared, and they try to slide it on by using fear tactics. And that's all you hear. That's why I don't even, much look at TV like that anymore. If I do hear, I just change the channel because I understand what they're trying to do. So like through the television, constant barrage of, C-19 this, C-19 this, C-19 this. And it's about time. And like I said, my question was, what took all of you all so long to finally figure this out? Like, aren't you tired of someone, it's childish at this point. And, it's like, here's an individual, I'm talking about the nation of Edom, I'm talking about the elites to be specific, who are orchestrating this, all right, because they're trying to get their New World Order set up, They think that they are gods. We're in a time now that this devil is being revealed. Isaiah 25:7, that veil is being lifted. 2 Thessalonians 2nd chapter, all right? And this man really thinks he is on par, even greater than the Most High, Ezekiel 28th chapter. And after half a millennia, all right, here's what he's accomplished. Look at the state of the earth under his rule. All right. Revelation 11:18, the nations are angry. Let's get that real quick because, like I say, people are finding out and seeing this devil for what he truly is. And it's not good. This is Revelation chapter 11, verse 18. People are fed up with his doctrine and his philosophy, being his so-called democracy that America has pushed. And again, it's nothing but death. All right, this is Revelation 11:18. It says, and the nations were angry, and thy wrath has come in the time of the dead, that they should be judged, and that thou shouldest give reward unto thy servants, the prophets, and to the saints, and them that fear thy name. All right, and that's being pushed out in the earth. All right, it's not so-called Jesus, it's not God, and all those other things. All right, and that's why things are happening now. That name is being pushed out, that glorious name, and it's only for the nation of Israel, no one else. It says, and them that fear thy name, small and great, and shouldest destroy them which destroy the earth. Another big clue. At what time has anyone had the ability to affect the planet on such a large scale as now? The answer would be no one. All right. Air's polluted, water's polluted, and we're talking about worldwide. All right. Food. What can you say? It's hard to. This is Isaiah chapter 24, verse 5. It says, the earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant. All right. As it says here, who is the earth given to? This is Job chapter 9, verse 24. It says, the earth, all right, is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? Who else is doing this? All right. Who else is doing this? That's what you got to ask yourself. All right. Continuing on with the article. Once again, America is tuning out the coronavirus at this peak. Here it is. You've got an individual that's, because he's got the power. All right. It's like a big game of Simon Says, but in this case, it's Esau Edom Says, and people just ate it up. All right. And, this magic virus that acts like no other, all right, it does things that are uncharacteristic of any other virus, the magic virus, and anyway, it says the big picture, it's not even sufficient to say the pandemic is still going on, as if it's a fire that hasn't finished burning out. The pandemic is raging. Its deadliest and most dangerous days are happening right now, and it keeps getting worse. Everywhere you look, day to day, vigilance is fading because people are tired of the BS. All right, it says you see it up close as social distancing falls by the wayside. Again, the magic virus. Masks dangle on people's chins, and friends and family let their guard down, socialize indoors, because the time has passed, all right, where we're trying to scare you into just everybody just get the vaccine. And the World Health Organization already said, even if you got the vaccine, you're still going to have to social distance and all this other crap, even with, including the mask. And people are like, well, what's the point in getting the vaccine? And then all of a sudden also, you see certain videos that say they're not even sure if this vaccine will even work. So again, what's the point? Anything else in this world, you have opposing views. But people have noticed that you don't have that with this. So evidently there's another agenda here. All right. It says Americans are traveling, restaurants are at max capacity. Some sports teams have fans in the stands, and some colleges are bringing students back to campus. People were ignoring news coverage of the virus even before the news crisis pushed it off the front page. But at the same time, Americans are taking the virus less seriously. It is becoming more serious. The U.S. averaged 244,519 new cases per day, whatever, over the past week, and a 13% jump from the week before. All right. Hospital capacity is dangerously strained, and people are seeing through this crap, because the numbers don't add up. If this is the case, where are all these funerals? And please don't go into, they're cremated. No, not even that. It goes on to say December was the deadliest month of the entire pandemic, and January is on track to beat it. The virus has already killed roughly 35,000 Americans just in the first 13 days of this month. All right. Again, they're attributing all these deaths to one thing. All right. The Crown Royal 19. And like I said, they're fudging the numbers, and they're doing this on purpose to try to get people to take or participate in this farce, all right, which will include taking the vaccine, and eventually it's going to lead to, guess what? The chip, because all this goes hand in hand. This vaccine, the 5G, and the surveillance, which everybody's not thinking about when it comes to the 6 foot. How come it couldn't be 5 feet? How come it couldn't be 7 feet? Et cetera, et cetera. But people are just going to attribute that to, this conspiracy theory crap. And unfortunately, a lot of people are going to fall for that, and because they want you to not think outside the quote-unquote box, all right? They want you to, everything they tell you, they want you to believe, all right? And not think for yourself. It's 1984. That's what we keep telling you people. Actually, it's going to be worse than that, all right? It's going to get so bad for us, the Israelites. That's why Daniel 12:1, all right, says what it says. Let's get that real quick. Whoops, got the wrong one. it's going to get really bad out here. You have people that are coming here to DC with, I mean, armed to the teeth, you know. Bulletin came out about our people being careful where they are because they might get snatched up. This is Daniel 12:1 says, and at that time shall Michael, the archangel, stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people. And there shall be a time of trouble such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. Think about that. With what our nation has gone through just on this side of the world. But it's talking about since all times. All right. And what's coming is going to be worse than all that. It goes on to say, and at that time thy people shall be delivered, every one that shall be found written in the book. And that's when we're going to be happy. Truly happy. As in this. Let's go to Psalms 126. And you got our people that think happiness is on this side because they got a little money, which is, at least physically, it's going to be done away with. All right. This is Psalms 126:1, Song of Degrees. When the Most High Yahweh turned again the captivity of Zion, we were like them that dream. Really? We're free. We're truly free. And a lot of people, including myself, initially are not going to know. Damn, no social security number, nothing hanging over my head, no yoke. As in social security numbers and all these other documents that tie you to this devil. All right, no need for that. Because he's been brought down. He's been brought down to the pit, as it says in Isaiah 14 chapter. All right. He's done. That's what we were going to be happy for. That, all right. It says, too, then was our mouth filled with laughter, and our tongue with singing. Then said they among the heathen, the Most High Yahweh have done great things for him now. Because it's often stated that this deliverance is going to be more glorious than ancient Egypt, when Moses led the children of Israel through the Red Sea. All right, people are going to forget about that. This one, this next deliverance is going to be so grandiose. All right. It already tells you that some people are going to give up the spirit just for the sight of things to come. Okay, so that's about it on that. You know, it's run its course. So now what's probably going to happen, he's going to have to use the gift of the blessing of the sword. He's going to have to reveal his horns now, because people aren't falling for the carrot part of it, which would include his deception. All right. Because that's also a blessing of him, of his, all right, to deceive. You got to remember Revelation 20th chapter, all right. But now you're going to experience Revelation 12:12, because he knows he's got a short time. He's trying to hurry up, all right. Sirach 2nd Ezra's 15th chapter, 14 on down. 2nd Ezra 16. All right, soon to come. All right, so we're in that time. Just, I want to reiterate so I can keep your head on a swivel. All right, you never know what these devils are going to do. It's desperation mode for them. All right, Salaki for my voice. They're losing their kingdom. They know it. All right, losing power. So with that, I hope whoever views this is edified. That's what we, here to do. Trying to wake up the remaining, hopefully elect. All right, because time is very short. So with that, Shalom, Rakim. For one more call, Halal Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakal Kodash. Shalom.